neck, my boy, off the top. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Kowalski caught by Nelson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. He'll call Nelson's number yet again. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Kowalski. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Kowalski got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down. Kowalski. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And now off to the races down the right side. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, it's Tua. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Second down and goal. Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Back to Taylor on first down. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that play will set him back 11 yards all told. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Here we go. Green Jack. Claude red. Hey, blue. Blaster, stick.
Tua going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Courtland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
White.
Here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tua now on first down. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Broncos at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's got room. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return here for Wright. It'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finding Mixon. And a loose football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Slide through.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
Tua, a final shot before half. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really... He's got a man, complete! And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out. And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Black shot. Right. Hey.
Now receiver in motion left. On second and goal, Tua. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tua Tagovailoa with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Looking to pass. Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Bobby Okereke in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan to start trying to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Kowalski. He completes it to Nelson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Kowalski. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
142 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Off-play action. Kowalski.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Kowalski. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Yellow, yellow. Red. Red.
On first down, Tagovailoa dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Ready.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua to Mixon on the check down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a give to Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We have played 3 quarters.
Second and 8 coming up.
Back to throw. Kowalski. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
To throw on 2nd down, Kowalski.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Drake London
from 6 yards away.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A handoff running left, Mixon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Batted at the line, but he still brought it in.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he coughed it up, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Kowalski hauling it in, Nelson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They'll look to throw again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On the double.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Black.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And got his man complete.
And he'll be held down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Kowalski.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll call Nelson's number yet again. It's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This is Hamilton. He's got it. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And now here's another interception. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.